All right, everyone. Well, welcome and thanks for tuning in. We have multiple teams happening right now, so I'll go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Autumn McLeese. I am a senior Ruby ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. And Vicki and I met, what was it, like last month?
Yep.
Yep, last month in Texas. And we got talking and get to know each other. And she shared with me that she had been with 6 other companies before Plexus. And I found that really intriguing. So as we got talking more, I'm just like, oh my gosh, other people need to hear this and hear how you came to Plexus, because now you're an Emerald.
Yes.
Next step is Sapphire. So enough about me. Let's jump right in. So what made you look into network marketing to begin with? Like, take us back to the beginning. Why did you even start?
Okay, so I've been a stay-at-home mom since I very first got pregnant. My first job was, once I was pregnant, I decided to start nannying. And if you've ever nannied, it doesn't usually pay very much, especially if you're wanting to bring your own kids. Like live-in nannies and stuff like that is usually a little bit better. But I wasn't making very much money being a nanny, and my husband is a full-time musician. He travels all over the United States and even sometimes outside of the United States, and some months are really great and some months are really crappy, and so we have to use the good months to catch up on the bad months. And I wanted to be at home with my babies. I never wanted to have to go get a job somewhere. And then once it kind of got to the point where it was like, okay, Vicki, you're going to have to get a job. Like, you can't, we're not going to be able to afford for you to stay at home. I realized that I really couldn't afford to go to work either with the experience that I had. I had not finished college, and I couldn't really just go jump into a career that paid enough to cover all the daycare, lunches every day, gas every day, etc. I mean, by the end of it, I would be coming home with less money than I was making nannying. So I knew that that was not going to work. So I wanted to do network marketing. I love sharing the stuff that I love. I love talking to people. I love interacting with people, which I didn't get a whole lot of while taking care of kids and nannying in my home. And I also love the community feel of being in network marketing. So just making new friends and being around new faces, interacting with other adults is always a bonus. And then I also always had this like desire to be that one person. I always thought in any other network marketing company that there was like one person. Like, there wasn't a bunch of successful people. There was like one successful person, and he like lived in Alaska in a castle, and like you couldn't see, touch, feel him or talk to him. Like, we weren't even really sure if he was real, but I wanted to be him. So I loved that idea of network marketing, that like maybe I would be lucky. But I mean, I'll tell you more a little bit later, but Plexus is so different in the fact that there's not that one successful person. There's so many of us, and it's really been a blessing. So I really wanted to make some money. So that's the long answer of that.
I love it. And without saying names of companies, what products did you sell with other companies?
Okay, so it's a little bit vulnerable for me to tell you that I worked for a company that did novelty toys at one point. So that was something in itself. I've done makeup, mascara. I've done cleaning supplies, face creams, and candles. So I've done quite a few different things.
And which company out of those, how long were you with each company? I mean, you were only each one for a couple months, or did you hang with a couple years, or?
No, it was very momentarily. I'm the kind of person that, like, if I don't see immediate results with something, like I wasn't making any money or I was done making money, then I moved on to the next thing. And I think that was a fault in myself. So I wouldn't say that none of these companies work, because there are successful people in some of these companies that I had, toyed with before, but at the same time, it's a lot harder, and I'll explain some of that later too. But I would say there's 2 companies that I made decent money with, but it was more of like a one-time decent money. It was like a bonus that I got one month for something fantastic. Like, I don't know how long all of you have been with Plexus, but if you remember, like November to Remember, if you signed up a certain amount of ambassadors and new customers, then you got $1,000 bonus. So I reached that a couple of times with other network marketing companies, but I never achieved that residual income that I had heard so much about and longed so much for.
Okay. So the juicy details. How did you come to join Plexus?
Well, so I guess that the answer to that question is kind of my story, but I'll try to make it short and sweet. I know that you guys have things that you need to do today. So I had pretty much sworn off network marketing. I said that I would never, ever do it again. Not so much because it wasn't my heart's desire, but more because I know my husband was really irritated with me. He did not want me to do any more network marketing. He was really annoyed by it. He was annoyed by the money that he had put up for me so many times. I mean, I don't know if you know, but Plexus, to join Plexus is ridiculously cheap compared to other network marketing companies. I mean, I've done some that have cost me $1,000 to join. And then to make that money back was not cake. I mean, it was a big deal. So that's why so many people have such a negative connotation when it comes to network marketing. But God had kind of just given my husband and I this little baby boy. And I know that sounds weird, but it's true. He totally just gave us this little baby boy. And we wanted to adopt him, but we didn't know how we were going to be able to afford it. And I also knew that taking care of 10 kids in my home, because after being a nanny, I started running an in-home daycare. And I knew that that was taking a turn on myself. I was depressed. I was lonely. I was tired. I was isolated. And it was also causing problems in my marriage. You know, I needed time with my husband and I had none of it. He also has a really fun job. So on the weekends, he would go play a show and I would be at home sad for myself because I couldn't go. I didn't have the money to pay for a babysitter, you know? So broke, tired, lonely, depressed, whatever, knew I wanted to adopt this baby, didn't know how we were going to pay for it. So I called my friend Melissa. We've been friends for about 13 years. And I sat down with her and I said, okay, I want to see your check for last month. And so she showed it to me and I was like, holy crap, that's nonsense. Like that, you must have achieved some crazy bonus this month. And she's like, no, this is like a residual income. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure it is. Just like every other network marketing company has residual income. So I pretty much forced her to sit down with me and go through every single check that she had ever made with Plexus. And after that meeting, I knew that this was the right place at the right time. And that's what got me off the fence.
I love it. So let's talk a little bit about how Plexus is different from other companies. You already mentioned how the sign up is much cheaper than others. What are some of the other ways that we are different as a company?
Well, I'll tell you that when someone asks me about network marketing and what I think they should get involved in with, I always say that there are 3 things that you should look for when joining a network marketing company in my experience. The first thing is the compensation plan. I am telling you from the very bottom of my heart that our compensation plan is unlike anything I have ever seen. So I've seen these 6 other network marketing company compensation plans, but I've also seen the compensation plans of many other network marketing companies because it really does intrigue me just to know what people are having to do to make money. So like I said before, some of it was of my own fault for not taking it seriously and committing, but our compensation plan truly is second to none. So that's the first thing and the most important thing in my opinion. The second thing is our products. Number one, our products work. You see that all over Facebook every single day. There are testimonies after testimonies after testimonies. It's probably changed your life in some way, and it's changed the lives of people that you know in some way. So our products work. But besides the fact that our products work, our products are highly consumable. This is really, really important when considering network marketing. You only have so many friends that want to buy mascara. And I'm not saying that to anyone in particular. I'm saying that about me. My first month with my network marketing company selling mascara, I made $1,000. And I was like, holy crap, I have found the network marketing empire. Like, this is it. I'm going to sell mascara forever. I'm going to get a new license plate. I'm going to order like stickers for my car. I mean, I was over the moon excited. My sister too, she joined in with me and we were just like, oh man, we were selling some mascara. And then everybody has mascara and nobody needs anymore. Well, not for at least another 3 months. I mean, they say that it lasts 3 months, but I still have some mascara and I haven't done that in 18 months. So, you know, it's really important for your products to be highly consumable. And by that, I mean that they need to be consumed in at least 30 days. So I've also done face cream. That face cream was said to last 30 days, but it lasted more like 90. I have a friend that works for a skincare line. That skincare line is amazing. I love it. Like, I promote it. I tell people how much I love it, but I will also tell you probably not to join the network marketing company, because those products are going to last you 60 to 90 days. That's not highly consumable. So you're not going to have continual customers every single month. And the third thing is leadership. And our company has the most incredible leadership. I can vouch for that. I just went to leadership training in Arizona, and it was life-changing. And so will convention. Convention will be life-changing. Leaders retreat will be life-changing. Maui, I'm sure, or Kona now will be life-changing. Really and truly, our company really loves us and takes care of us and trains us in a way that is really better than anything I've ever seen before. So the leadership is fantastic.
Oh my gosh, I got chills. And you're so right. You're so right. Because I have a couple friends as well that do other companies, but it's the same thing. I mean, you just can't consume those products in 30 days. So
right.
Amazing point. How difficult is it to rank in other companies versus Plexus? So let's get a little bit deeper. You know, what are some of the hoops you have to jump through with other companies to be able to go anywhere? Because like you were talking about in the beginning, I mean, we don't like know anybody usually in any company that's actually ranked or is making a good income every month. So share about that.
Okay, so this question will kind of go into the next question. I think I might have missed question number 7. But anyway, question number 8, where we talk about ideas of what you have to do to rank and make more money in other companies. That's going to kind of go along with this. So I'll make this one kind of short and sweet, and just saying that the way that our company works in promotions is just very different. And the main way is through personal volume. So many, all that I know of actually, network marketing companies are based upon your personal volume, based upon what you're selling and what you're buying. And that's really how you rank to the next level. And it's not only about what you're selling and buying, it's about what your team is selling and buying. So that's why so many people, when you say like, hey, do you want to join my team? They're like, oh gosh, I don't do sales. I don't like selling. And I'm like, well, perfect, because I hate selling too. So we'll talk more about that up the line a little bit.
Okay, so tell us really quick, how quickly did you rank in Plexus?
Okay, so when I first started out with Plexus, it was in August of 2014, and I ranked to gold maybe on my second month, and through my husband in the business too, and we fast started gold him, whatever, how you say it. So we kind of went rocking and a rolling right in the beginning. And I'll just tell you right up front, people tell me all the time, well, you have more influence because of your husband's job. People want to be on y'all's team because, you know, they think he's famous or something, which he's not. But people think that we have like this rank in our lives that would make people just jump on our team. Here's the thing is that we kind of did. And people did jump on our team. But those people fell off just as quick as they jumped on. So I don't want anyone to ever feel like we can do something that they can't, based on the fact that Scott is a musician and that people wanted to be on his team. Because while those people did help us rank up, they also helped us stay steady for a good long while we tried to build a team of people that actually wanted to work the business. So I went gold right off the bat, senior gold right after that. I was Ruby on my 6th month, and then I sat at Ruby for 8 months and ranked to senior Ruby in November of last year, and then just ranked Emerald in March.
Awesome. So now give us some details, some ideas as to what you have to do to rank and make money in other companies, like specifically compared to Plexus. What do others have to do compared to us?
Okay. So a lot of network marketing companies they have what you call a binary plan. So I don't really know like the details and ins and outs of a binary plan, but what I do know about them is that it has a lot to do with being like a balancing act. So For example, my friend Barbara, she's on this call right now. And when she first wanted to join Plexus, she said, so who do you want to put me under? And I was like, what do you mean? Who do I want to put you on? I want to put you under me. And she was like, well, but I know that there's, so-and-so in the neighborhood and so-and-so in the neighborhood. And, who should I go under? So I said, well, yeah, you could go under so-and-so in the neighborhood. She's my level 1. So that would make you my level 2. So that works out. But I mean, we're not trying to place people in certain areas to try to build a leg evenly, because a lot of companies, if your binary legs are not even, then you can't rank up to the next level. So if you have one really strong leg, like in Plexus, a lot of people do, they have one really strong leg. Well, then you would still be a gold ambassador because you can't rank until this leg gets even with this leg. So that is like a major fiery hoop that you have to jump through without catching on fire on your way through. So that's a pretty big way that we're different. One thing that I had to do with every other network marketing company I was with was have parties. So I'd have to get a babysitter to come to my house and take care of my kids so that I could go host a party at someone's house that 2 people showed up to, that 1 person bought something from me, and then I couldn't cover my babysitter. And it was like, just, sometimes I would have a good party, but for the most part, I would have crappy ones. And then I'd have to go home and place all of these orders for people. And then I would have them all mailed to my house. And then I would bag them all up separately. And then I would go to the post office and send out these products. I mean, it is a pain in the freaking rear. So it was insane to all of the work that was put in to just shipping products and collecting products for people. With Plexus, we have the amazing ability to just send someone to our website, tell them how to purchase, and then it's shipped straight to them. And we're not the middleman. We're not taking payments and worrying about people's money, which is a huge, huge thing to take off of your shoulders. Also begging friends and family. Okay, y'all. So when I was selling the mascara, I was trying really hard to reach this goal in my first month. So I called my friend Pam and I was like, hey, Pam, so I'm selling mascara and I'm trying to reach this goal. And I was just really hoping that maybe you would want to buy some from me. And she said, Vicki, if I bought everything you sold on Facebook, I would not have any money to spend on my grandkids. And I was like, dang, okay. So I quit selling mascara that day. Like, I was embarrassed. Like, I will never, ever, ever ask anyone to buy anything again until Plexus. But even still, I don't have to ask people. Like, I don't beg people to buy Plexus. I tell them what it's done for me and they can try it. And if they hate it, then I'll get their money back, which never happens. But begging friends and family is embarrassing. And then trying to start a new network marketing company and post on Facebook is like an anxiety attack. But once I did it and I realized that I'm sharing a product that I believe in and that I'm passionate about and that really can help people, I stopped caring what other people thought. Keeping inventory is ridiculous, and I'm so glad we don't have to do it. And then on top of keeping inventory, I worked for a company where basically every time you reached a goal or like did something fantastic, what did you get for a prize? More face cream. Yay! What do you have to do with that face cream? Sell it. What do I hate to do? Selling. So what a freaking pain in the rear to get I was constantly just getting face cream in the mail, and I'm like, I'd rather have a check. I don't want any more face cream because this is just something else I have to sell if I want to have money from it. So needless to say, I have an entire cabinet full of face cream. And then also having to keep, okay, this is a big one. This is one of the ones that Autumn and I chatted about that she was like, what? But this is true. Like I said before, so many network marketing companies are based upon personal volume. So that means to rank, you have to have a certain personal volume. To make a check, you have to have a certain amount of personal volume. With Plexus, we just need to have $100 in personal volume to get paid. This is huge, y'all. I mean, you can be a diamond ambassador, and as a diamond ambassador, you're making a minimum of about $20,000 a month. And all you have to do is sell $100 in products or buy $100 in products from yourself to get that $20,000 check. That's it. With other network marketing companies, not only do you have to have a certain amount of PV, but if you don't have that PV, you lose your rank. So people ask all the time. As soon as I got my Lexus, I had lots of friends asking me, oh, so like what happens if you lose your rank next month? Are they not going to pay your car note? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, they would not pay your car note if you lost your rank. But as an Emerald ambassador, it's really hard to lose your rank. And Plexus did that on purpose. They didn't make it to where you just join a Plexus or join a network marketing company. You have a really good month with lots of sales. You know what? Congratulations, you get a new car. Great. What happens next month when you don't have those sales? You have to go into your website and you've got to buy enough products to cover your PV so that you can keep your rank. And that's why so many people are freaked out about joining network marketing companies. They're like, oh, I'm going to end up with so much inventory and all this crap that I don't want. And that's just not how this works. It's so different for us. I have a friend that is working for another network marketing company, and I'm so proud of her and excited for her. But she earned the car bonus within her first 60 days. And people are like, what? Oh my gosh, Vicki, you've been doing this for over a year and you haven't even earned yours yet, because this was back before I earned mine. And I'm like, did she get a car? Did she go buy one? No, she didn't. Why? Because she can't, there's no way she would keep that amount of PV in her second month. I mean, she had a great month, but her products are not highly consumable. They may or may not work, and she's not going to be able to keep that amount of PV up. $12,000 in personal volume is a lot of money, and there's no way that she's going to keep it up each and every month. Her team, however, might be able to keep that personal volume, but that's going to be much later down the road before she actually goes out and buys a car and feels comfortable about her company paying for it. So really, our compensation plan is second to none. It's amazing. And not only is it amazing, but our company cares about us. They don't send us on lavish vacations and give us cars just for the hell of it. They do it because we've earned it. And once we've earned it, we're going to keep that reward as opposed to losing it the next month and making people understand why network marketing can feel like such a scam.
Wow. I just have no words. I'm sure everybody else is speechless too. I mean, that's exactly why I feel people get burned too. So many different obstacles in other companies, but
yeah.
Okay. So what would you say you attribute your success to? You've kind of, more or less touched on this in roundabout ways, but what would you say, has allowed you to be successful in Plexus?
Okay, so for me, it was the commitment. I mean, that's the number one thing. I had never really committed to anything before. I dabbled. And I did one here and one there and maybe crossed over with another. And, I never really committed until Plexus. My first month with Plexus, my first check was $750. And once I got that first check, I was like, okay, this is it. And that wasn't from selling a bunch of stuff. I didn't sell and get $750. I built a little team. And I was like, why are they giving me this much money? That's so nice. I didn't understand it, but I knew that it was working. And so in my second month, I stopped taking care of kids in my house and quit my job. And I knew that this is what I wanted to do. And I committed and I gave it 110%, you guys. If you only give it 30%, you're not going. If you only give it 40, you're not going. Don't give it 70. Don't half-ass it. Sorry, but don't. Go for it. Go get it. If you want it, it's yours. Plexus gives you a roadmap to the top. There are going to be a lot of stops along the way. And you can either get off and go feel sorry for yourself, or you can get off and go blame your customers and your ambassadors, or you can just stay on the road and go straight to diamond and stop worrying about everything else along the way. So for sure, commitment is a huge thing that helped me to stay and be successful in this company. My belief, I believe in this company. If you need to borrow some belief, I have so much of it, and I'd be happy to give you some. You need to believe in what it is you are selling. You need to believe in what it is you are doing. You have to believe in this company. You have to believe in our leaders. You have to believe in our corporate. You have to understand that, yeah, there's been some pretty crazy bumps along the way in the past 6 months, but I just came back from corporate and I have way more belief than I could have ever even imagined. These people love us and they care about us and they're going to take good care of us. And the people that they have in place for each and specific department are people that are in the top of their class who are experts in their field, and they would never, ever, ever join a company that was not legitimate. So believe in our company and believe in our products. And then I think the ability to block objections, I think that's like my favorite thing to say. Every time someone says something to me, I just do this and I'm like, block it. Block the objection. Do not allow people to tell you that they're scared to start selling or start sharing right in the beginning because they've never tried the products. Block it. Do not let people tell you that, their products aren't working for them and they've been using them for 2 weeks. Block it. Block the objection, help them overcome objections and move on. And then the last thing is leadership, which I've told you about before. Melissa, I owe like everything to her. She is the most incredible leader I could have ever asked for. And I feel as though if I would have had that kind of leader in another company, that I could have been successful regardless of what their compensation plan was. So
awesome. So what do you have to say as we conclude our interview now? We have some people that are dabbling in Plexus and hooked up with another company. They're kind of dabbling maybe in a couple companies. What do you have to say to that person, knowing what you know now and coming from, where you've come from? And then, anyone out there, watching on the internet, I mean, people will be probably watching this video. So what do you have to say to someone in other companies and so forth?
Okay, so I'm pretty passionate about this subject. And what I have to say to you is don't do it. Do not do more than one company if your intent is to be successful. If your intent is to be a social butterfly and just, oh, I love Nerium, I'm going to share it. Yay, Rodent and Fields, I'm going to share it. Oh, yay, Plexus, I'm going to share it. Great, share away. But don't expect to be successful in any one company if you're sharing a bunch of different companies. Why is that? I mean, I can say that I believe my success has been attributed to commitment. If I'm committed to something, then I will be successful. If you are doing more than one network marketing company, you are not committing. You cannot commit 100% to Plexus if you are doing 4 other network marketing companies or even one other. There's no way to commit. If you want to be a wholesaler for another company, go for it. But please do not work both if you want to be successful. Your friends and family are automatically going to think that you just need money. If you are posting on Facebook day after day about 3 other network marketing companies, they're not going to think that you are passionate about anything. They're going to think that you are desperate for them to buy something from you so that you can make some money. And that's one of the things that has set me aside, or that Plexus has set aside for us, is that our products work. They do something for everyone. We have the ability to be passionate about these products, and as a bonus, we have the ability to help others. We can help change the lives of so many people through Plexus. So to show how passionate we are, we have to commit to Plexus. So if you're working in another network marketing company, I really want you to dig deep. I want you to pray about it and think about it, and I want you to pick one. And even if it's not Plexus that you pick, that's okay. If whatever you're passionate about, if you feel passionate about another product that has changed your life, then share that one. But don't do both, because it's going to be very hard for you to find success in either one of them if you are not committed.
Such good advice.
So,
all right, Vicki, thank you so much for coming on and sharing just your past and your present with us. It's been unbelievable. Unbelievable.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.